Blot is having a training course starting August the 6th at 6 o'clock. That's on a Tuesday. Also, we're having the block classes are starting back up at August the 11th at 1 to 4, August the 12th at 6 to 9. And then our real estate training starts August 14th from 6 to 9 o'clock. Did I say that right?
Yes, and it's not too late to register, right?
It's not too late to register.
What number they need to call to register?
It's call us at 216-815-7300.
Now say it again real slow.
Oh, 216-815-7300. Okay?
All right. So, how was our week?
Our week was busy.
Busy?
Real busy.
Real busy.
Yeah.
Did we have any fun?
We had fun.
We
Yeah.
had fun. Pink
we
Friday
had
fun?
Pink Friday fun. People registering for the program. People registering for DIY and real estate. I have so many people calling me. I'm getting confused. So try to get in as you can fit in before registration closes.
Now remember, audience, especially our block audience, you know how we roll. When we do these classes, it's not just about a whole bunch of information. It's going to be the real deal. It's almost like if you ever play football, basketball, or any type of sport, and you just want to get in the game, we going to put you in the game, right?
Right, we're going to put you in that game.
So you don't have to worry about sitting there collecting a whole bunch of information trying to figure out how these things apply. You just say, Coach, put me in the game, and guess Block going to put you in the game.
Right, right. So we have two guests here at the Real Estate Roundtable. I'm going to have them introduce themselves, and then we're going to start off with Marvin Spates. Yay.
Hello, everybody. Hello, KZ Radio. This is Marvin, and I'm glad to be here. I'm advisor to the president at Block. I'm also a real estate investor. Name of my company is Astra Wealth, and we do real estate consulting, lending, and pretty much overall real estate guidance in the real estate market. I'm also a financial professional with Vernon, and one of the instructors, one of the hosts of the real estate class. So you'll be seeing my face a lot.
All right.
So we have a video clip that Marvin had put together, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do we got time, Montana? Can we do that? Can we show the video clip?
I think we can show it.
Okay.
We can show the video clip, guys. Yay, we can show the video. There it is.
What's going on, everybody? This is Marvin Spates here in front of running the projects that I tell you about all the time in class. This project will be what's considered a buy and hold project. The great thing about this house is the size.
I came to Block a few years ago. Block stands for Building Business Leaders of Tomorrow Today.
The most prolific thing I got out of Block was really understanding how much to bid on a house. And really to understand whatever that figure is, to stick with it. Don't let your heart get into your decision. Always think with your head.
I attended real estate under Marvin Spates, where I learned how to look at houses, how to flip houses, how to be able to buy and sell houses, which is called wholesaling.
Some of the tools that Lot provided for me was access to loan advisors, credit advisors, and also realtors.
You gotta come to Block. It's worth every single thing that you learn. You can't go wrong.
I would recommend Block to anybody because to me, Block is the 2019 version of the Black Wall Street.
All right, that was the video for the training course. We have our next guest. Want to talk about the video, or you want to go ahead and
Let's talk to Marvin a little bit
we're
more.
gonna introduce our next.
Okay. How you want to do it, boss?
We just go, so you can tell who they are, and then we're gonna get back to Marvin. So we have Miss Andrea Wilson and her husband, Mr. Wilson, from Brick House. Was it Realty?
Yep.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what you guys going to be doing, what you do right now as far as your corporation, and then what you're going to be doing as far as the program.
Sure. So I am Andrea Wilson, and this is my husband, Mark Wilson here. We're the brokers and owners of Brick House Realty. We're a full-service real estate brokerage, working with traditional buyers, sellers, and real estate investors.
Wow.
So we are going to be included in the training, the real estate training, giving you some feedback and ideas of what it's like of having your real estate license and investing in real estate. We are unique in the sense that we actually help our agents invest in real estate, as well as we offer the pre-licensing real estate classes to get you
Wow.
through the Ohio requirements. So
Okay. All right. Now didn't that sound good? That sound real good. This class gonna be the bomb. All right. So now you can go ahead with the questions. for
Okay.
Mark.
So, conversation with Marvin. Marvin, what do you expect out of this class?
I expect, for one thing, for everybody in the class to be educated and also motivated to the point to where they take just the idea of wanting to be in real estate and get some information, and actually by the end of the class, they have the ability to enter and make the decision to actually start a business in real estate.
Absolutely. Okay. I feel that. Now, tell me this. What I've learned is that it's not always about the information that you deliver, but the experience that you
Right,
give people.
right.
Right? What type of experience?
It's going to be interactive. Not only are we going to be sitting in the classroom, but we also have field trips where somebody that's interested in being where the students, they can actually visit a project under construction. They can actually visit a project that's going on the market. They can see the different phases of the construction process in real estate and everything like that.
Okay. Let me give my little testimony about Marvin Spates. Now, Marvin Spates, and this is to the public, has worked with GBC on the wealth management project. So Marvin understands, and correct me if I'm wrong, you understands how real estate is a perfect asset, along with other assets like stocks, bonds, annuity, retirement, and all of that, right?
Yeah.
So it's valid, has validity when we talk about building wealth.
Is one of the main reasons why I got back into real estate. Being successful in real estate is just one part of your success, but to have continued success, you got to have that financial understanding. And so I feel like it's important for everybody that's going to the class, that's getting into real estate, they need to have some type of financial literacy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have anything you want to add?
Far as when you started, when you came to Blythe, started introducing the real estate, what was the feedback that you got from the class, from the program?
The feedback has been great. I'm still getting feedback. Just about every student, we had 2 small classes starting out, and each person in the class, outside of maybe 1 or 2 people, they are involved in some type of real estate transaction, whether
Good.
they're buying their first home to live in, whether they're doing their first flip, whether they're trying to learn how to be a wholesaler or some type of professional in the real estate industry.
Okay. Now, I know I was with you guys when we first did our first field trip over in Euclid. And that right there, I never experienced that before. And to me, my testimony would be like if I was a first-time home buyer or a real estate investor, that training right there was like awesome because basically we evaluated the property from the outside to the inside to the upstairs to the basement, the kitchen, bathroom, everything. And, from seeing it as raw like that, I was ready to leave. But then a finished product that you have, that field trip, it was finished, like, wow, this is really nice. Okay, so you can't really go by when you see a property, the messed up condition it is, because once they fix it up, it's like, wow, now I can flip it, I can sell it, I can live in it. So I appreciate this class. So I'm going to be in another real estate class coming up. All right.
Okay. Now, a lot of the members have charged me after the last real estate class on things I didn't know about real estate. And it's easy for me to say, go ask Marvin. He know it.
Right.
But you taught him some things that they didn't threw back at me, like the asking price. What's that thing called again?
The after repair value?
After that, not the after repair value.
Okay.
The allowable offer.
Oh, the max allowable offer.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right.
All right. So
So-
explain what that is and how they're gonna learn things like that.
So basically, without giving too much away,
Okay.
you got to come to the class to get the real information. But without giving too much away, every every week, the class is 7 weeks. So we take time out every week to teach you how to analyze deals. And the max allowable offer is one of those formulas that we use so that you don't spend too much money on buying an investment property.
Okay, so they can feel safe at looking at an unfinished product. Okay, analyze the investment that's going into it, so it can be sold.
So that it can be sold later on and you can make a profit.
Okay.
A lot of people don't understand that, you know, I meet people all the time that's gotten into real estate and maybe they didn't have a formula or have somebody that can give them guidance and they just pretty much just getting in off the cuff. And they didn't understand, okay, what's the right offer to put in, or how should I estimate my repair costs? All those things matter, and at the end, they determine how much money you can make in real estate and how successful you could be.
Very good. Very good.
good.
All right.
Sounds
So
good.
let's tell the audience how they can register. Let's give them a number again.
You can register for the real estate training course, 216-815-7300. We're located at 503 East 200th Street, and that's in Euclid, Ohio. Okay.
Okay. Now, I got to give thanks to KAZ for having us here.
Yeah.
So we got to shout out that number. If you want to broadcast your business, you want to get on the show, you want to do some type of promotion or marketing, you call KAZ at 216-298-1554. Again, that's Larry James at KAZ, 216-298-1554. And if you want to call in right now, if you don't, if you got something that you want to say, you agree with what we got to say, or you disagree with what we got to say, you can call us at 216-298-1554.
Call that number.
We welcome all.
Call that number.
All right. So we on to our next guest?
Yeah, we're on to the next guest.
All right, next guest. We have Andrea Wilson at
Brick House.
Brick House, along here with her husband, the power team, right?
Wow.
Mark Wilson.
Mark Wilson. And they are going to talk about real estate in its entirety. Y'all got your power team where you are actually putting the investment in the property, right? You build on the property, make things happen. You look at it before and after. Your job is before and after, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Explain your business for us.
Well, so as mentioned, we're a full-service real estate brokerage. As part of investing in real estate, you need to have a team. And some people, you know, as an investor, they're like, no, I don't want to use a real estate agent. You know, I want to try to buy it and sell it on my own. Well, you actually need this kind of like a toolbox of resources, such as like a realtor, your attorney, your CPA, all part of your power team, because as an agent, I can help you with like the marketing piece of your property, of what finishes you should be putting into your project to get the max dollar out when you try to sell it, as well as running comps and just kind of giving that overall understanding of it.
Very good. Very good. Now, how do you like working with your wife? I'm not personally, but how does this system work for y'all?
It works good. Initially we tried not to work too much hands-on together, but it was inevitable. But it's okay for us. That's my best friend in life. So not only my wife is my best friend, so my business partner and everything. So it works well for us. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Have you ever worked separately?
Yeah,
like where you had different you was working in totally two different industries.
Yeah. So I've always been an entrepreneur, so I owned several businesses before. Andrea was in the corporate world. Then when Andrea became a realtor, she kind of did her thing as a realtor. I did my thing on the construction side, and we totally separate. Eventually, it was inevitable. We started a brokerage, and then we still were kind of separate, and then we started working together, and that was the best decision for us ever.
That's what I talk about all the time. Ain't that we talk about the velocity of wealth? And the biggest wealth that we have around us is human resources. So when you add that together, the power of two, it's not 1 + 1 = 2, is it?
Unstoppable.
Right, there you go.
We actually have a running joke about this.
Tell us.
I say that I'm his boss.
No.
That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about.
Here she go.
Not at
Learn
all.
to fight.
But I tell you this, she getting the best of it, because when we working at a property, she'll stop by and everybody working at the property say, "Oh, the big boss here."
Oh yeah. So she can do some of the boss work then, huh?
Oh, she just get that off. She just
Right. So I say when it's like a project that we're working on, you know, and as far as real estate, like I'm his boss, but then the table kind of flips when it's something like when it's one of our projects and I'm having to listen to him. So we laugh and joke and play with that.
That's good. That's good. Now, we talk about, we've been promoting this real estate class for a while. We had a couple already, right? Was it one or two? Two.
Yeah.
Okay. And one of the questions that I always get when I say something about this real estate class is, so we're going to get a realtor's license, huh, afterwards? Because people just don't know.
Right.
All right. So I am happy that you're a brokerage that's going to offer some type of, what do you call it, sponsorship?
Yes.
Okay. So, audience, that means that when you come to the real estate class, and some of you that desire to be a realtor, you have someone that's going to be there teaching the class that's going to offer you a segue or an opportunity to get your license. Okay?
Wow.
But that'll be separate from the class. Okay? Just remember that. Tell us about that process.
Yeah, so the state of Ohio requires 120 hours, classroom hours, to obtain your real estate license. We actually offer their online courses. So if you're working a full-time job or just have something else going on, you can log in at your convenience, day or night, and make it through those 120 hours. So you will be provided a course syllabus to get through that. If you follow the course syllabus, it's about 3 months to get through it. That's with devoting 10 hours per week, and then you will be done in 3 months. At the end of the 3 months, you will be required to sit for a state exam. That state exam is done in 2 parts, a state and national. But if you just take this as a serious business, you study and go through, you can pass it, and then we, Brickhouse Realty, will become your sponsoring broker.
Okay.
I'm about to sign up.
Now, I know this is probably a silly question, but for the ones who don't know, what's the difference between what we're teaching at this class and being an actual realtor? So people will know, so they're not coming to the class thinking they're getting a realtor's license.
You want to answer?
Well, the class is pretty much well-rounded, teaching everything from investment to, like Marvin said, wholesaling and things like that. So it's covering the whole real estate portion. Realtor, you pretty much start learning the market, doing buyer, seller, traditional things. But as Andrea mentioned, we promote all of our realtors to invest in real estate. It's sad that we meet so many realtors, no matter what brokers they're with, that you don't invest in the very thing that you sell. So you don't believe in the product. But as we all know here, real estate has created more millionaires than anything in the United States.
Preach. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. One of the biggest real estate tycoons came to Cleveland. You know what that is, don't you?
Who's that?
Who? Trump?
Nah.
He didn't come to Cleveland.
I'm talking about Liv. J.D. Rockefeller.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You going way back.
Oh, yeah. That's the root.
Okay.
Having your license is just another tool, something else in your tool belt to help advance you through this process. The difference between the classes that they will be taking over this 7-week period is you learn the process of investing in real estate. Having your real estate license is just an added value to what you're already trying to do. So imagine you going out, you find a property that you like, and the property that you purchase, you actually can make a commission from. So your property that you're investing in, you make a commission from that, from buying your own deal. At the same time, you'll be able to have direct access to the properties that you may be looking for. You can write your own offers. A lot of times we get a lot of complaints that folks are putting in offers, or they don't have confidence that the agent put in the offer for them for their investment property, or have done it in a timely fashion. Having your license eliminates all of that, whether you decide to be a traditional sales agent or you just use it for your personal business.
Very good. Wow. Very good. Okay. You have anything that you want to say to the audience?
We would like to say that, we think the program is going to be phenomenal. We want you to come out. So many times we talk to folks and they want to get started investing in real estate and they don't know where to begin. Well, this is step number one. Come out, stay for the 7 weeks, learn how from the ground up, and start investing.
Very good.
Okay, all right. So our the real estate class has other instructors as well that's not here today, but I want Marvin to tell a little bit about the instructors that's coming in real quick, just real quick.
Okay, so we have a few other instructors. Real estate investor Chad Velasquez. He owns over 40 properties right now in the Cleveland area, and he's going to help teach the buy and hold strategy. We have Carlos coming in, and he's going to help teach you about wholesaling and understanding the wholesaling strategy. We even have a commercial real estate broker in Gregory Pickett, who is going to teach about the commercial side of real estate. And then everybody else is who you see here today.
Okay, sounds good. Sound exciting. All right, so we have another guest, a special guest here. She's going to be teaching on property management, and then her name is Miss Tammy Payton Cray. So we want to welcome you to the show, Miss Tammy.
Hello.
So tell us a little bit about what you do and your part of teaching this big conglomerate real estate training course.
In property management, just pretty much an overview of what type of properties you'll manage, whether it be commercial, student housing, residential, getting to know your tenant base, pretty much the screening, the application process, make sure you're understanding tenants' rights. The main thing is understanding the laws, which are the fair housing laws, what you can and can't do. Pretty much empathizing with your tenants and being able to communicate effectively. Being able to understand your time management, because a lot of times urgent things come up, but everything's not a fire drill. Just the overall process of understanding your lease and the legalities of a lease, what type of lease you should have, and how to properly file evictions, understanding the different courts, because different courts have different rules.
Wow.
And pretty much what you can and can't do as a landlord.
So pretty much that's needed.
Yes.
How to do
Yes.
that.
Now, during the block class, when we do the business classes,
Yes.
we get a lot of people that come in that want to start businesses, and they have real estate. Okay. And the moment that we get to talking about real estate, they say, hey, we don't want to get too much more into the real estate. We just want to figure out another way to bring in more income with starting a business.
Right.
And then when we dig a little bit deeper, we find out that they having these headaches with the real estate.
Right.
So what I'm gathering is that what you're going to offer is maybe something that they don't have, which is how to properly manage real estate and eliminate some of the hassles and some of the fear that some may be scared to buy more property or even get into buying rental property.
That's correct.
Okay.
And a lot of times that happens because the landlords are really not sure of the process of getting the right tenant. And that's when it comes to doing the screening process, making sure, you have to have a criteria. You have to know whether you want to rent to someone 18, you want to rent to someone that's 25. So that's pretty much the first thing, meeting the rental criteria, making sure that they have enough income to be able to sustain their residency,
Right.
Making sure they don't have a violent criminal, convictions or anything like that. Finding out how many people are going to actually occupy the unit, things of that nature. So you have to structure it where you can have the proper rental criteria to say, okay, I'm going to only rent to individuals that are 21 years of age. If you have evictions, we may consider one. However, we may ask for a double security deposit. If there's 8 people, no, you can't go into a 2-bedroom because the city only allows you to have, depending on the city, how many occupants can occupy that unit. Just pretty much structuring first, starting off at a rental criteria.
Okay. Without giving them too much, what are some of the other ways where you can make a potential real estate investor that's going to buy and hold feel comfortable and not be worried about so many different things?
Pretty much just giving them a synopsis of what you can and can't do as far as how to manage it effectively without the issues of evictions or, litigation, creating liabilities, making sure they have the renter's insurance in the event they fall asleep. We've had grease fires where they frying chicken and they fall asleep, you know, just making sure they have renter's insurance, making sure that the landlord is listed as a third party. That way, if they get sued, that, you know, he could file a claim against their insurance and not his own insurance.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right. So one thing that I also learned, even though I'm an instructor at Block, is that we get people come in. We got a dynamic group of people that's coming
Right.
in. They're coming from everywhere. So being a rental or a buy and hold landlord is not only about residential.
Right.
So we have people that's bringing in prospects like group home,
Right.
right? That's also being a landlord, correct? A real
Same
estate
thing.
investor.
Same thing.
VA homes.
Yes.
So now I'm ready to buy some more property. Right? And those come with rules, correct?
They come with rules, and you have to make sure that you went and received the certifications to operate those VA homes and those group homes. You can't just go and get a house and put a bunch of people in there.
Okay.
You have to make sure you know what the guidelines are, because you have different tiers and different levels. You may have some that require medication, some that may